So, hi everyone, good evening. Thanks for joining. So, we will start with first, I'll explain what is Snowflake. So, this is the first class. Okay. Okay. So, mark entries are three are enough. Okay. Depend. Suppose if you're not good with first one, I will take second one. If not good with second one, then third one. Those are enough. Okay. So, Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse. So cloud-based database. So here, why Snowflake? Okay, we have Redshift. Okay, why Snowflake? We have BigQuery. Okay, and then Redshift. Okay, so why Snowflake? Okay, so Snowflake is a multi-cluster warehouse architecture. Okay, it's like suppose within a fraction of seconds, you can increase the warehouse size. It will take 2 seconds. But go to BigQuery and Redshift, it will take 12 to 48 hours, sir. So 12 to 40 hours, it will take the time. And it is a pay as is model. What you use, we need to pay for that. And here we have zero copy time travel feature. Okay, it is a basically SaaS model. So no need to install anything and pay as use model. And you can connect with multiple like Tableau, Power BI, Python, PyPark, okay, and DBT. So other tools. Okay. So, okay. So these things. So first I will explain the workflow. Here we go, right? So which the image. Okay. So here we are going with start days, Snowflake plus DBT after Airflow and not this. If only the change. Okay. So Snowflake and DBT, then Airflow mounted data vault. So now the combination is Snowflake plus DBT, Snowflake plus mounted data vault. Very high level we have. Okay. Projects like present ongoing projects in the IBM, and next they're going to take by like TCS, Cognizant, Capgemini, and so other companies. Okay, reminder. So here this is end-to-end engineering training. Okay, so once you get the job here, so there is no layoff in your case. There is no layoff, so we can survive as long you work. Okay, and you need to update the skill. Why? Because of inside genetic AI we have inside genetic AI. Okay, so it's like it's Snowflake Cortex AI genetic AI. So that's why the AI is one part. Okay, so that's why it is best. Okay, so next we go with this one. So modern eco engineering system. So there's a doubt. How many marketers are for three marketers? So, wait a second. Okay. So we are taking it. So sources. Okay. So we have the projects, healthcare and banking sector and retail and power sector. So most of the time, so suppose think we have 300 tables in the Oracle, okay, and SQL Server. So we need to move those data into the Snowflake. Why we are moving means there we can do like day-to-day transactions for bank data. Suppose to maintain data inside for give for the analytic purpose. So those are not good. Those are traditional databases. Okay, and Snowflake is advanced level. That's why. So we are moving to Snowflake. Okay, we are moving to Snowflake. They're like a migration and development. So uh, in the Indian, people used to ask, is it a migration project or development project? So no, every project must first migration and development. Some projects only development. Okay, here we are migrating the data Oracle to Snowflake, and we are developing the data. So for the reporting, here source maybe ERP, so CRM API files, so database, Oracle, SQL Server, IoT apps. Okay, we're going to receive CSV, JSON, PARQ, Avaro, different file format. Okay, so CSV files usually we know, but the JSON file format uh, share between the two systems. Okay, that's this is a source system. So after that there is a ETL team. Okay, extract, transform, load. So that guy, they will ingest the data. They're going to ingest the data. So into S3 bucket, S3 S3 bucket, or ADF blob storage, or GCP, GCS. So ingestion after loading, after pushing data in S3. So as of our Snowflake developer, our process will be start. We need to ingest the data using Snowpipe or Airflow APIs, Kafka. We are going with Snowpipe and Airflow. Okay, so storage processing. Okay, and Snowflake cloud data. So whereas we're going to load data with the integration. So there are different ways like copy command for bulk data, or Snowpipe data. Uh, like continuous live data, we use Snowpipe, and if any incremental data, okay, we use SG type 2, and if any like large data, so we're going to split the file. Okay, and these things. So after loading data into here, so we're going to with so DBT. So DBT, like SQL models. Whenever the data in the warehouse Snowflake, so then DBT going to uh, creating the models, like we need to connect with the DBT. So we have DBT core and cloud. So as of now, go with the cloud. I will give knowledge about core also, everything into it I will give, but cloud is the best. We have advanced features in the cloud. So DBT is ELT tool. Okay, this is our ETL Informatica, and the DBT is ELT tool. Extract, load, transfer. It means after extracting, after loading data into the warehouse, then it is we are doing the transformation. So ELT, this is the one interview question. So why DBT? I will explain. So when we start the DBT, Monday we're going to start. And here SQL models and test like unique, not null, accepted values, relationship test. So why we are doing means, so in Snowflake, not support for or not enforce all constraints. Snowflake going to enforce only not null constraint. But yeah, that's my experience. I'm telling Snowflake also enforce these default keyword. Okay, so after model, so again data goes to Snowflake. Those going to reflect in the Snowflake warehouse. Then after we going to share it. So analytics, Power BI, Tableau, Looker, Excel, and here we have so three data sharing types. Okay, direct sharing. I'm having the Snowflake account. So other person having the Snowflake account. So I'm the provider, is the consumer. We can share. And indirect sharing. I have the Snowflake account, and you don't have the Snowflake account. Then I will create read account for you, and then I can give the access, database and schema creation, data and view. Okay, views I will create MetLife views, and then I will get access. Third one, Snowflake Marketplace. So that is data sharing between the companies. Okay, so this is so completely attestation automation. So we're going to use Airflow. So data here one thing. Okay, so everybody used to go with syllabus. So here we're going with syllabus plus real-time project. We're going to take bank data. We're going to do. Okay, and I will provide healthcare data and retail data, power data. So if you want to do four, it will take 40 days, 6 months. It will take, right, 180 days. So that is not good, right? So that's why we go with banking, and already I have done healthcare. I will share that one previous recordings, and now bank, next retail, next then after Power BI. In future also I will give the drive access links. Okay, you're going to get a minimum 5 to 6 years of real-time experience. So you can work yourself. Okay. So next, move to first erase this thing. Okay. Next slide. So this is point is clear, right? Any doubt here as of workflow? So we can ping in the chat or we can raise. Okay. So must be like discussion. Then only you will get so real-time experience. Without discussion, you can't remember anything. Okay. So this thing. So we need to know what is the source, what is the PaaS, and what is the IaaS. Okay. So Snowflake is source model. Okay. Software as service, ready to use software over the internet. You just use it. It means I'm creating Snowflake account. So I don't have my laptop and my mobile. I'm somewhere, so I go to internet center. I need to have that that URL, okay, account identifier, username and password. That account identifier, that Snowflake account creation, account URL, and account identifier and the username and password. Then you can start working from the internet cave. Okay, so you just use it, and so Gmail, Salesforce, Zoom, these are examples. So real life examples like life story in a hotel, everything is ready. You just enjoy. Means simple Snowflake is like a fridge. Okay, refrigerator. So we going to cook food, snacks, or any rice, chicken, fish. We going to put in the refrigerator. So whenever we hungry or whenever we need, we're going to eat it and we're going to share it. Right. That is like refrigerator works. Okay. We have three layers. So basement and cooling and high level cooling. That line. Okay. So PaaS like so no need. Just I will explain. PaaS as a service. So platform to build, deploy, and manage applications. So like development, okay, these Google App Stores and real life example, okay. So like renting a kitchen, you cook, owner maintains the building, okay, kitchen. So I'm the cooker, okay, owner maintains the building like that. So IaaS, infrastructure as a service, or these like server storage, networks, and you manage everything. So AWS EC2, Azure VM, Google, okay, and okay. So many more. So as of I will give knowledge, no worries about Python. What need? Okay, I will give you those. No worries. When we start the Python, I will give those knowledge. And real life example like buying a land, you build in and manage everything. So like building home or any complex like that. Okay, this is the IaaS. Okay, go with the SaaS, pay as useful. So like a software as service, no need to create anything. Okay, so my point is clear, right? Try to talk, try to discuss. You can unmute, or if you feel not feel comfortable, text in the chat. Okay, so now we move to this is the basic thing. Okay, some out of concept. So everyone knows Snowflake is a cloud-based database, but what is Snowflake? Why Snowflake? We have traditional database. Why we need to go with Snowflake, right? So we have other things. Why we need to go with Snowflake? So now it's fixed. Okay. So this is enough. Okay. So take an note. Sweet. So yeah, see, OLTP, it is online and transaction processing. So handles, okay. So suppose we have bank, right? So we going to use GPay, phone pay, Paytm, and ATM withdrawal and deposit is and online internet banking. And in Amazon, we going to purchase the things in Flipkart, Rapdo. So we book the Rapdo, we pay the online. Okay. So these things, whatever you do the transaction. So within a second, you're going to receive your balance, right? Okay, you have done uh, 20 rupees transaction and your current balance this, and your balance detected because of your used ATM services multiple times, other ATM services. Okay, suppose you have the HDS bank, but you are used to be ICICI bank. So after five transactions, they're going to charge like that. So everything. So deposit withdrawals, balance. Okay. So it's going to show, right? So within a fraction of second. So that going to done in the OLTP systems like Oracle and SQL Server, some other. Okay. So it means what is OLTP? Simple. Remember, insert, update, and delete. So this is the OLTP. So insert, update, and delete. So handles daily transactions, high concurrency, small and fast queries. So normalized data will be going normalized. So we have data normalized and denormalized. Okay. So when we going to receive denormalized data, so we're going to do normalization. So how we going to do? I will explain, and we have the normalization forms also. Okay, these things. So usually example banking transactions. So order management, ATM, UPI payments. So go run the business, and OLAP, online electrical processing. So handles suppose I'm running one mobile shop. I have one mobile company or a laptop company. Okay. So I need to know so how my mobile or laptops or sales in the last year and the 6 months. So I need the result output after 2 months after the 1 year. So not immediately required. Here see I handle daily transaction instead of update. So this report I need after 2 months or 6 months or 1 year. So not immediately on the same day. So for those process, online analytical processing, OLAP, okay, OLAP. So handles analytical queries, read intensive, large aggregations, complex queries, dynamic data. Okay, suppose we have customer table, product table, order table, or doctor table, patient table, instance table. Okay, in banking, bank table, your table. So many customer table, so many things, right? We're going to join and we're going to do aggregations, so multiple complex queries, okay, and procedures we're going to write. So here we're going to have the denormalization data. After that, we need to normalize the data. So we have star schema and snowflake schema. So using those, we're going to normalize the data of these. So example like reports and dashboards, so business intelligence and data mining. Okay, these things. Okay, report dashboard for the reporting and dashboard, business intelligence, so data mining. Okay, these things we handle in the so OLAP system. So here examples OLTP, Oracle SQL Server, etc. What are the examples OLAP? Anybody?
SQL Server and MySQL, Oracle. So this
No,
is
no,
the
I'm asking you.
OLTP.
Sorry, I'm asking you to OLAP examples.
Um, Snowflake, Redshift, BigQuery.
Yeah, good. So those are. So what he said, Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift. So BigQuery and Redshift competitor to the Snowflake. Okay. Your goal is run the business. Your goal is grow the business. Okay. Grow the business. Okay. See every time. So what I'm every batch. So my teaching and what I'm getting the content is different, not same. You can check my previous recording videos. So I will share. And now this recording is everything going to updated content, not easy. So I'm going work on every time and I'm going to give always good to so so we see about this architecture. See, simple, okay. The question may be Snowflake three-layer architecture. Explain about Snowflake architecture. Okay, explain about layers in the Snowflake or these things. But we have two things: Snowflake architecture and project architecture. Both are different. Architecture means this about layers, and the project architecture like layers, dev test environments, layers comes raw layer, staging layer, curated. Okay, so now we go with Snowflake architecture. Okay, here see. So okay, so take a sketch. So here we have, so first of all, Snowflake is a multi-cluster warehouse architecture. You must use this word, okay? Directly do not go with these three layers. So first, we need to tell about Snowflake is a multi-cluster warehouse architecture, okay? And it is a decoupled structure. We have separate storage layer and separate compute layer, and we have the cloud services layer decoupled. So why decoupled means we have separate layers. So that's why so many companies, so many processors are lending this one. When you run the query, it won't affect by the storage layer. So data, the storage. Suppose you have the 10 TB data, 20 dB, it won't affect by data because of it's running in the separate layer. So I am in the one room, okay. I'm with so many things: TV, laptop, tables, chairs. So there is one empty room. Okay. So my brother is there. So he's doing some work. He is learning something, or he doing some calculations. Then he won't affect by my things, right? So that's like the so separate. That's why every company choosing the Snowflake. Okay. So it will, the query going to run very quick, fast, and it will give good result. Okay, we can optimize it. Okay, this thing. And what is the multi-cluster? Whereas multi-cluster, very simple, I will explain. So we go with car, bike, or car or bike. Okay, just bus or anything. So we have gear system, right? Gear system. Suppose if you go in the one gear, so it goes some minimum speed. So second gear it go high speed, third gear high speed. So when you add the one gear, so it going to go to high speed, right? So like that it going to work. Means clusters like gears. Suppose if you add the one cluster, okay, if you add the one gear, it will go 30 speed. If you add the one cluster, it going to add like more power like that. 1 to 10 clusters we can add. So whenever we're discussing about the warehouse, we go in depth. So that is the clusters like. So for gates, we are increasing the gates and we are adding the clusters. Okay, so this one. Okay, simple. I will explain what is the architecture. So Snowflake 3-layer architecture. We have 3 layers: storage layer, compute layer, cloud services layer. Okay, so this is I'm telling like interview point of view how to you answer in the interview. Okay, if they ask like directly, don't go with these things. So follow my words. You can record in your mobile. Okay, so Snowflake is a multi-cluster warehouse architecture. So we have the separate layers. So when we create table and we insert data, that going to store in the this storage layer. So storage layer. Okay, and when we run the query, so even you have the like 20 dB data in the storage, it won't affect by this. The query going to run like select star from table where salary equal to 7,200 rupees like that. The query going to run in this layer. It won't affect by this cloud service layer. And then cloud service layer. Suppose if you want to log into Snowflake, you need to have the that username and password. Okay, so it won't take away security. Okay, sorry, this is the storage layer. Don't confuse. Usually it given. Okay, so when we create table, we insert the data that going to in this layer. So database. So when we run the select star from table where ID equals something, so it won't run this one. So these are virtual warehouses like engine. Okay, each virtual warehouse independent. You don't have relation between others. Okay, and in cloud services layer, so it's going to take away security, data sharing, security, metadata, optimizer, transactions, authentication services. Here you can see the definition: stores all your data in this encrypted, compressed micro partitions. Compute layer, so virtual warehouse execute queries, multiple warehouses. So independently, it's going to work. Cloud services layer, so manage authentication, like metadata and query optimization security. So suppose if you want to connect with any tool, it will take care of these. So this is 3 layers: storage, compute, cloud services. Cloud services like brain of the Snowflake. Uh, these compute layer, or you can say query processing layer. So it is like engine of the Snowflake, and storage layer like basement of the Snowflake. Okay? So basement, these things. Okay, brain, engine, basement. This is the layers. So multi-cluster warehouse. So when we want to create the warehouse, so in that time I will explain what is virtual warehouse, what is the nodes. So virtual warehouse is nothing but suppose we have a set of multiple computers. So having the RAM, SSD, memory, CPU. So when you add the cluster, suppose I have the RAM, 8 RAM. When I'm adding the one more cluster, it's going to be like 16 RAM. And suppose space like storage like memories, so like 5 GB, it's going to be 10 GB. Like that, it going. Then it is going to get the power. So that is these things. Okay, layers how they going to brain, engine, and basement. Next, we will move to next one. So is everything clear, right? So anybody having doubt, or so you are understanding? So
Um,
are you understanding my words? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
something.
actually, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I have a question. In the storage layer, we are storing a tables under micro partition. Is that right?
Yes,
Or
the data
I
is
have a bit of
yeah,
confusion.
yeah. When you create table and we insert the data going to store in the storage in the format of micro partition. It is a common format.
Okay, okay.
Correct. So I will
Thank you.
when the topic comes right, micro partition, I will explain everything. Okay. So here next topic is only the year. Okay, I will show you. Okay. Snowflake key components. Okay, we have right database, okay, logical content for schemas and objects. It's going to store everything. Suppose you're going to Facebook or Insta, okay, or Flipkart, Zomato, Swiggy. You are giving your details and your processor clicking a submit button. That going to store in the database. Okay, so schema container for the database object. Okay, like container for the database object. Inside the database. So database is like a big box, one building. Okay, in the building that I'm going to store in one schema patient detail, in one schema bank details, one schema like withdrawal, one schema like deposit. I'm going to store different data in different blocks, different rooms. Okay, so database schema, so container for database object. So inside the database we're going to have the multiple schemas as per the requirement we're going to create. Okay, and table. So stores data in the micro partitions. Okay, in the storage area and stage. So we have internal stage, external stage, and these location, internal, external location to load data. So what are the internal, external means? Suppose you have data in the our computer or local machine. Okay, so on premises, can say anything. If you want to load data, you need to use internal stages. So while we have data in the S3 in cloud, blob storage, GCS, so we use external stages. So here one thing, Snowflake built on cloud. So who are those clouds? AWS 2014 and Azure 2018 and GCP 2019, completely built on cloud. Suppose the data going to store in the in the cloud only, AWS only, not in the Snowflake. Separately, Snowflake does not having any storage container storage, anything, any layer you don't have. So it built on the cloud, right? The data going to store in the AWS only. Suppose when we are creating the account, we're going to give the AWS, right? It's going to store in the AWS only. Okay, it is cloud only, not in the Snowflake. Snowflake does not have any storage. Okay, so this thing, remember this must. Suppose if they ask an interview, they're going to confuse you. Okay, so we have the three layers of the data going to load into storage layer in the Snowflake. No, Snowflake built on cloud, so it's going to store. So what you choose, or AWS, or Blob, or GCS. Okay, AWS 3, Blob, Azure Blob, and GCP GCS. Okay, this thing and stages. And what is the stage means? So I'm living in India, Hyderabad. So my friend or my sister Deepthi living in the UK. So she need to send me like one laptop. Okay, so directly I can't move because of I don't have any visa. I have only passport. So she can't move. So she have job and busy on the work. So how can she send to me that laptop means? So she goes to parcel like an airport. So it's going to come in the like airplane. So here CSV file we have in the maybe on premises or in the cloud. So this is the target table. Okay, so when she goes to airport and parcel counter, so that will come to me to Hyderabad through aeroplane to airport. Okay, so aeroplane is like a stage. Okay, so this is like or like this is the laptop. Okay, is like a CSV file, and this is laptop data like it is a target table. It means file, stage, target table. So laptop, stage, aeroplane, and target table. So I'm going to receive. I'm the target table. I'm going to receive the laptop. So this is how stage works. Okay. So his example is okay, right? Am I clear? Try to talk. Okay, if you do
Yeah, yes, sir.
discussion, if
It's
you
clear.
do discussion, if you ask something, I feel great and I will explain, then you will it going to fix in your mind. Okay, store in your mind. Okay, so next, file format, define how Snowflake reads the files. Okay, Snowflake going to supports CSV, JSON, parquet, avaro, XML files. Okay, that we will see when you are working with the file format. And warehouse, so computing power to run the queries. Okay, and role set of privileges used for access control means I'm the person. Okay, so there is a person like Ganesh. So he got the job in the cognizant. First day he goes to office. Then you open the Snowflake account. Directly can't open. You need to have the username and password. Okay, then the team lead given username and password. Then you open the Snowflake account. So after opening the Snowflake account, the leads tell okay go with this doctor and the instance details. Okay, write the procedure, loading the data. So he trying to select the database, but he unable to select the data. Why? Because of so he don't have access. He do not have the privileges, so that's why what to do. So already user Ganesh, right? So after the user is created, okay, already we log in that in the Snowflake account. Then see in real time we go with the mail ID in that we go and have the link URL to log in like that. So not in the Chrome. Okay, remember. So after that, okay, team leader told to okay the Ganesh told I don't have the access on those instance and doctors database. Then he told to some other person, only developer. So like admin going to give already user created, then he going to create the roles. So those roles going to assign to the users. Okay, then you can access those database and schemas and privileges you have, instant delete update. So whatever that limit. Okay, and they're going to give using grant, they're going to provide. So you will do the work, and after completing the work, they're going to revoke the permissions. Okay, take back the permissions after completing the work. Okay, suppose we are taking any thing mobile phone, so you are watching movie. After watching the movie, you're going to give to your friends. So suppose you don't have the mobile phone, okay, and you are taking watching movie and giving to him back like that. It means first you have the first you're going to tell the password. After that, you're going to revoke. It means like giving the permissions after completing the work, take back in the permissions. Okay, privileges you need to use. Given the privilege, take away the privilege. So this is a role. Then user or login identity mapped to the roles. Okay. So we have users, roles, and privilege. So users are we. We are the software developer. I am the one user, Ganesh user. Okay. Remaining all are users. So role is set of some work, and privileges are insert, delete, update, select. Okay. Or those are privileges. So we go in depth the while we are discussing RBAC, role-based access control, and masking policy, okay, and column level policy, row level policy. So we go and discuss everything. But- so,
Sir, I have a question.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to know about what is the difference between database and schema.
So database and schema here. So database is like a big building. Okay. Suppose so I will tell you. We have laptop, right? Laptop. Okay. So I will explain the laptop. Okay. Yes. So, so this is E. Okay. See, think like this local E is a my database. This is D-Dive data. Okay. And June 7th, 26 phone data and Snowflake, these are schemas. Simple, a database is schema is a logically structure for the blueprint of database. Okay. Should So in database is a logical structure, okay, or blueprint for the database. So it defines like tables, columns, fields, data types, relationship between tables, primary keys, foreign keys, constraints. Okay, like one schema, like example schema, healthcare take. So we have the patient table, right? So inside the schema, what we going to have? So here inside the schema, we're going to have patient ID. So patient ID we going to have and uh, like primary key and patient name, date of birth and gender. Suppose there is visit table, visit ID, patient ID, visit date and doctor ID we going to have. And doctor table, so doctor ID, doctor names, right, specialty. We going to have what is a doctor specialty. It means so inside the schema we going to have table and those columns. Okay, this thing. Suppose A database schema is a logical design of database of the defines like tables, columns, data types, relationships. It's simple, remember. Okay, so database like having the tables, columns, data types, relation between tables, primary keys, foreign constructs. But schema going to have only tables and columns only. So schema does not having the these things like data types, relation between tables, so primary keys, foreign keys, and constants. Schema won't have the tables, and columns only. So remaining the data when we insert it, that going to store in the database storage layer, not in the schema. Am I clear? Is my point is clear, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So while working, you will get idea. Okay. There is one minute. Everyone rejoin with the same link. Rejoin with the same link. Okay. Still I will continue the class. Rejoin. So this one clear, right? Components of Snowflake components. Now we go with Snowpipe architecture. What is Snowpipe first? Snowpipe is for live data loading. So what is the live data? So bank data is live data. Okay. Whenever the file in the S3 automatically the Snowpipe going to trigger, it will load that file into the Snowflake tables. Okay, for continuous loading and live data handling, and we have real-time data and near real-time data. So this is today interview question. You can I have sent in the group, you can check it. So who have not changed, ping me, I will share with you also. They asked what is real-time data and what is near real-time data. Okay, this is the first time they're asking about this question. Okay, so I given support more than 1,000 interest. Okay, so source system files, so CSV or JSON, they are pushed into the S3 Azure GCS or from ETL tool. They're going to use Informatica or ADF. Then after Snowpipe going to load, automatically ingest these data into Snowflake tables. Okay, so benefits, what are the benefits of using a Snowpipe? Okay, so automatic data ingestion. Okay, no need to write the code, near real-time loading, and scalable and serverless. You don't have any server. Okay, so use case like log files, IoT data, clickstream, CSV, JSON packet, files landing in cloud storage. So this image is not. I think every image is individual, but it's like created only one image. I will recreate individual every file. I will share in the group. No worries. Okay, and data. Uh, stream CSV JSON packet to files landing into cloud storage. Okay, so whenever the file landed into the S3, then it going to Snowpipe going to trigger and it will load. So it is not going to run 12 hours, 24 hours, not like that. You know, task we have task. So there is to ask interview. So we have the task. You can schedule the task with the SQL statement and copy command. Then why Snowpipe? Snowpipe here task is for timing 1 hour, 12 hours. But Snowpipe is whenever the file arrives into the S3, immediately it going to trigger and it load the file. So it means continuously it is going to trigger when the file arrive in the S3. So that is the difference between the task and Snowpipe. That's why we don't use task for copy command. We use the Snowpipe. So task usually for the streaming the incremental data and procedures running multiple procedures. We use the task. So this Snowpipe architecture is clear, right? Yeah. So we go in depth, okay? No worries. And now is it my voice is okay? Are any breaks clear, right?
Yeah, now it's getting clear for my side.
Okay, thank you. For you, Vaiba,
Yeah, it's clear.
thank you. So any if you do anything, okay, from my side need to change, let me know. I will change. Okay, I will take some streams. After this one, after the streams, I will go with interview preparation. Okay, how to prepare for interview. And within 1 month, how can we can close the profile? How can we get the job? So streams and task. Streams like CDC, change data capture. Okay, I will explain one thing. So I'm receiving one file today. I'm creating one table. I'm loading the data. Okay. Next day, I'm receiving this file and with this file, some other data. Okay. Both come in the single file only. I'm going to receive both file. So what I do, I will create or replace to take some cost. So I don't use create or replace. I'm going to truncate the table. I don't even drop the table. I don't even do create a replace. Why? Because I have to take some cost. So I'm going to truncate the table. I'm going to load again third day. So first day data, second day data, and third day data. And in the first day data, any updates or deletes, okay, insert. And the second day data, any updates or deletes, inserts. And third day data. So again, I'm going to truncate. I'm going to load data. So this will take the time and it will take the cost. Okay, so why? Because of day by day, first day we're going to receive 5 GB data, some millions rows. Second day, uh, again 5 GB data, millions. One day 2 GB. One day we're going to receive 10 GB. So depends. So while going to be like 10 millions records. After millions like billion records, right? So it will take time and cost. So to avoid these, we have the streams. So incremental loading. It means so what I do here, I'm going to create source table. So I will apply. So here I'm going to create one source table and I'm going to create one stream table. I'm going to create a target table. So source table going to have every data, even duplicates. So first file I will insert into the source table. So what it will do, stream going to capture this data and it will load into the target table. We're going to write the merge state. Second day I will use this file and again same. So both will come in the one file. Okay. So we again with load. So it the Snowflake going to even if you give the primary key, the Snowflake going to load the data because of it is a warehouse. So even duplicate data, it needs to accept. Okay, even it is going to support duplicate data. So primary key not enforcing the Snowflake. Suppose in the Oracle, if you give the primary key, Oracle SQL server, try to load same data again, it won't load. But in Snowflake, we can load. Why means it is a warehouse, right? It need to accept the data. Maybe any changes, updates in the that row. So it need to accept, right? Warehouse. That's why we can load duplicate data into the in the Snowflake. So again, it so source I will load and again stream going to capture. In that, it going to avoid these rows first data and it will load only new records in the target. So again, third day, three files we're going to load, and again, third day, what it's going to do, we load here and we're going to capture. So it will check for new inserts, it will load, and after check for any no updates in the suppose mobile, there is a discount given. So one I have bought mobile, and the discount he have not given a discount. So but the post is like having the discount. Then I go to shop. I said I need to give the discount, but you have not given. So instead of discount, given some other product or maybe given discount. Okay, that going to update like that. Okay, first insert, then updates. So if anything is deleted, so it is going to load data into the target table. Target table going to have the unique data. This is the incremental process. How it going to be flow is Oracle ETL team S3, S3 to Snowflake Snowpipe, Snowpipe to the source table is the we're going to connect. Then we're going to create a stream on the source table. It's going to capture, and we're going to write a merge statement, stream table, and this target table. So this is the whole process. Then after this target table going to connect with the DBT, then it will do the models, create the models running the test. Okay, again come to Snowflake, then again reporting like this. Okay, so here see about so streams, some tasks, streams, CDC, change data capture, and table, stream tracks the changes inserted, updated, deleted. So task scheduling automation. It means every time we don't need to run the stream. For 1 hour, we can schedule the using task or cron. Okay, this is the how you schedule codes in the Snowflake means using the task. So schedule or cron or intervals, and it's going to execute the SQL, store procedure, and pipeline. So use case real-time pipelines, incremental loads, data alerts. So here one thing. So we're going to I'm going to give a very high level. This is only I'm giving so topic wise what is what, not in depth. Okay, so when you go while practical, theory, practical, real-time use cases, and interview. What are the question? And task here. The task is creating task name, and whereas name and schedule one. That is okay as create task name, schedule whereas name, and schedule 1 minute or 1 hour as then copy then SQL statement, not copy command, any SQL statement. Okay, or streams. Okay, so that is a small thing, but in real time, so we're going to have uh, grand task, parent task, and child task. Okay, grand task we have, and parent task and child task. Suppose we need to write the command. So suppose grand task runs, then only parent task run, then only parent task run, then only child task run. Like that, we're going to have the connection. So we don't create simple task in real time. We're going to create high level tasks like grant, parent, child. So those also I will explain with the data and library. With large data, we're going to take. Okay. So these thing about streams and tasks. Okay. And where is this? So why am these things? So this is the best course. Okay. So this one is best. Why Snowflake best means, so many that the people okay going to buy and going to buy the products, okay, and sales, like everything, and banks. Okay, so nowadays we have a lot of new products, right, new updates. So we need to compare last year sales and now present, next year how we going to update the features in the mobile, in the laptop, and so we're going to sales like a business. Okay, why best? This is the new technology. Okay, so many projects we have, even 20 years of experience. Okay, mamaya like working in IBM. He's a manager, so he usually don't know Snowflake. Okay, I taught to him Snowflake. We discussed it. Then he's a manager now. He handles the team in the IBM, and some other people. One of brother is also, even they have 20 years of experience in the other skills. Now they are migrating, they are changing their technology to the Snowflake. Why? Because of this having the demand. So not only Snowflake, how we going to survive in the future? Okay. So Snowflake, so SQL is a mandatory, and the first DBT, then Airflow, then this is very modern data water. Okay. Modern data. Okay. This thing you need to learn. 2.0. So we have more data what? Data what 2. Okay, this thing I'm going to give you. Okay. So then here one thing. So how we going to track that? So there is, I'm going to share you previous recording videos. Okay. And current batch, current recording videos, and there is six. Actually, I have morning batch also. You can attend classes in that batch also morning. Already we completed, we are discussing SE types. So out of concept also we're going to discuss like data warehouse, data mart, data lake, okay, and SE types, confirmed dimensional. So those things, everything are okay. You're going to get real time work 5 to 6 years, okay, and some other things, data lake, so many things, okay. I'm going to get everything, and the normalization forms. Check my content will get current recording, current batch. Okay. Then if upcoming also, in future also give it. So every time, okay, yeah, that's my life. I leave, I will give support to, okay. So previous, current, and in future recordings. Okay. So here I have previous one script. Okay, script. This script having the questions and answers. So many things. Okay. So first I will share this script. Go with it. Okay. So do not watch recording videos. Do not go with current batch recording videos. Not wait for the future recording video. Go with the script. Okay. So when you're going to watch the videos, so attend the live classes. Present I'm taking daily, and go with 7 days. You can complete the script. Okay. After 7 days, complete the script, and do not go with recording videos. So plan theoretically or the script. Okay. So when you go to practical, I will tell you. So mark one. Today is Monday, so prepare up to Sunday. Monday going to take mark one. Tuesday, if mark one is okay, then I don't take mark two. Then Okay, and the mark 2, if you can, okay, mark. So I'm going to take 3 marks. It's going to I'm going to analyze you. How are we going to talk? I'm going to say the answer and I will guide you. And script follow only my words as of now. Okay, do not go with your words, even you have the knowledge. Why? Because of so I already explained, right? So suppose if you have the explained Snowflake architecture, so used to tell we have 3 layers: database, data stores, compute layer, coherence, cloud brain, services. That simple thing. One while I am explaining. So when it is a multi-cluster warehouse, so while creating the table, means the data, it will store in the storage layer. Then select start from and cloud. I have explained it previously. So this is that answer like basic standard normal answer. That is also correct, but not standard. So this is high level, like real time work person. How answer will how he will tell the answer like that. Okay, you need to tell with the example. Take any nature example. Tell then okay you think okay this guy works real time and he have the knowledge. So follow after getting the job, then you can go on your own way. I mean own words. Yeah, that's now only clearing up to follow this one. So if you do within the 7 days, if you go with this script and after mark 3 or after mark 1, after mark 2, mark 3, so I'm going to prepare the resume. Okay. So resume. So then go with then you put the now will get the calls. Okay. So mostly try to clear only one company. If you perfect in the script, one company is enough. If not perfect, you take multiple. And one more thing, weekly schedule. Okay, weekly. So if you schedule multiple interviews, I will do, but that is not a good way to schedule the interview. Weekly, 2 interviews. Why weekly 2 interviews means one interview affects another interview. Okay, one effect interview is another. Suppose you are attending one interview today, so then you are learning something. You have done some mistake, and you are learning something. Then you go to center. Now you can clear it. You can tell give best. So it will take some time, right? Immediately today morning 10 o'clock, evening 4 o'clock. How can you update your skill and mindset like that? A weekly 2 interviews. I'll give support. Okay, and just go on. Okay, one company, second company, third company need to finish. Why? When if the script is the good, if you are good with the script, then it got complete. Okay, so just you are right. So some few people are already paid. So just other people ping me, just paid and get. So all things okay. Try to close the profile within the 1 month. I will try to close. Not try. We'll close the profile in the 1 month. Okay. Abhi Ganesh Jay Kumar Narsimha Shiva from Shivani Venkat Prasad. Have any doubts? Yeah. And Narsimha, you said right. Like last time, only 2 guys are there. Abhi is left. Narsimha, are you there? Uh, Last time, only 2 guys are there. That's why I
Yes,
have.
Madhu. Yes, Madhu.
Yeah, sorry. No worries. You can attend that morning batch and this batch also. And you can go with the recording videos. Or if you want, currently, are you working, Narsimha?
Yeah, I'm working, but the problem is like it's a morning I can't attend because I'm
So
from
then,
UK. My
evening.
timings are not feasible for that morning
Yeah,
times.
okay. Attend evening and go with the script. So do not do
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
practical. So after getting the job, you're going to have 1 month time. So to assign the
Mhm.
project, everything. Then in the
Mhm.
1 month, you can do the practical. I will give every script. Not now. Now theoretically, interview point of view, you need to prepare. So after getting the job, you have the 1 month. In that time, do practical. I will share everything. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So just people confirm with the payment. Okay, I will share everything and have a great
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
So if any doubts, you can ask now or you can ping me in the WhatsApp. And Vaiba, you say
But
some doubt, right? What is your doubt, Vaiba?
It's, sorry, Madhu, like which doubt?
Okay, okay, fine, we can ping. Okay, thank you guys. Have a great day.
Madhu, one more thing. And are you going to continue classes from tomorrow onwards?
Yes, yes, I will continue the classes. Tomorrow is my birthday. I will
Okay.
let you know. I will let you know tomorrow. Okay, I will ping you in the group.
But timings are same, right? Every day. So
Sure,
8
sure,
p.m., right?
sure. I will try to continue tomorrow and
Yeah, yeah.
go with the recording videos. Okay, if you have the time,
Okay.
or go with the script. Okay,
Mhm.
so these times I'm having so I'm changing, I'm shifting to 2 BHK and things right.
Mhm.
So some disturbance area and okay, guys,
Okay.
I will support until you get the job or after as of life. Thank you. Have a great day. If anything, so advance happy birthday. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you.